All right, picking up with lesson 8-2. This is going to be day 2 of your notes. So this starts with example 3. If you remember that tax table that I told you that you were going to need, you're going to need that for that. So if you don't already have that out, you might want to go ahead and get it out. So, sorry, I'm facing away from the sun now, so now I've got a shadow instead of being in the sun. I'm hoping the wind quits blowing my papers everywhere. So using the tax table to calculate the income tax owed by a married couple filing jointly with 2 dependents whose gross income adjustments, deductions, and credits are given as follows. So their gross income is $115,000. Their adjustments are $1,500. Their deductions, they spent $800 towards charitable contributions, and they've got a $2,500 tax credit. So again, first things first, you have to find their adjusted gross income, which is gross income minus adjustments. So you take that $115,000 minus $1,500, and you get an adjusted gross income of $113,500. Then you find their taxable income. Taxable was adjusted gross income minus exemptions plus deductions. So here you've got to look at your table. This is a married couple filing jointly. So coming over here, we want married filing jointly. Come down here. We still have $3,800 exemption, but that's per person. So if you have a married couple filing jointly, that is a total of 4 people in the house, 4 people, getting an adjustment of exemption of $3,800. Plus your deductions. So their itemized deductions are going to be $800, and that's all they've got. So we're going to come back over here. Married couple filing jointly. They've got standard deduction of $11,900. So obviously, if you're comparing standard versus itemized, the standard's going to win out over that itemized. So run your math. That gives you $27,100. You subtract those values, and you get a taxable income of $86,400. So drag that number up here. Then we've got to do your tax table. So we're doing the third column, which is married filing jointly. And again, that number is $86,400. So if we're looking at married filing jointly, $86,000 is going to be inside this bracket right here. You can't see that because of the shadow. Right here, if you can see that now. So we have to take 10% of this, 15% of this, and then 25% of what values we have in this one. So we're going to come back over here and say, all right, I'm doing 10% of that $17,400 plus 15% of our next bracket. Our next bracket was that, $70,700 down to $17,401. So we're going to subtract those values. And remember, you always subtract the smaller from the larger, and that way you get a positive number here. And then we are going to take 25% of our last bracket. Remember, this $86,400, that was our taxable income. And since that full bracket that was within our bracket, we take that and we subtract where the bracket starts. That bracket starts at $70,701. So just change your percents to decimals. So 0.1, 0.15, 0.25. Go ahead and do any subtraction you have. And then run your math. You get $1,740, $7,994.85, $3,924.75. Add all that up, and you get tax owed is $13,659.60. But wait, there's more. Come back over here. They had that tax credit, remember? Well, tax credit means you don't have to pay that. So we come back over here. Tax credits are deducted. So subtract it, and you get tax owed is $11,159.60, which, between the two, I'd rather pay the less amount. So in addition to income tax, whoa, why did my screen get all blurry? We pay FICA taxes. That stands for federal. Why is my screen going blurry all of a sudden? Federal Insurance Contributions Act. It's used for Social Security and Medicare benefits. Your Social Okay, we're going to try turning around and see if that will make the whole blurry disaster go away. Give me a second. I gotta gather up all my papers. It may have been going blurry before and I just didn't notice it. I don't know. Alright. Alright, let's... Oh, booger. Sorry, knocked my water over. Oi. Lost the pencil. Yeah, and lost the pencil again. It's a good day. So, moving on. Your Social Security provides payments to eligible retirees, people with health problems, eligible dependents of deceased parents, and disabled citizens. Medicare provides health coverage, mostly to Americans 65 and older. So your FICA tax rates, you have employees' rates, matching rates paid by the employer, and self-employed rates. These problems in your homework are worded kind of wonky. So like oh hey, we have 2 number 3s. Whoops. If you are not self-employed and earn $200,000, what are your FICA taxes? Well, if you look, there are no columns for not self-employed. So you kind of have to read between the lines and understand that that means your employees' rates. So this is the column you're going to use. You do 5.65% on your first $110,000 earned. Then you do 1.45% in excess of that. So 5.65% of, another hiccup, that first 110,000 plus 1.45% of what's in excess. Well, we made a total of 200,000, and if we want in excess of that, we go to $110,000, 110 and 1. We have to have that 1. So run your math, and you get $7,519.99. If you want to run that up to $7,520, be my guest. But that's how much you owe in FICA taxes. So these ones are similar to running these tax tables, but these ones are significantly easier. All right, and then your gross pay or base pay is salary prior to any withheld taxes for the pay period the check covers, and your net pay is actual amount of your check after taxes have been withheld. So net pay is what actually goes into your bank. Bo. Sorry, the dog's doing something stupid. Next page. Anywho, net pay is what goes into the bank. Gross pay is what you're actually making. So number 4, you decide to work part-time at a local nursery. The job pays $12 per hour, and you work 15 hours per week. Your employer withholds 10% of your gross pay for federal taxes, 5.65% for FICA taxes, and 4% for state taxes. What is your weekly gross pay? Well, you make $12 an hour and you're only working 15 hours. Multiply your 2 values, you're making $180 per week. Now, how much is withheld for federal taxes? It tells you 10%. So 10% of 180, convert it to a decimal, you get $18 withheld for federal. FICA taxes are 5.65%. Convert that to a decimal, you get $10.17. State taxes was 4%. Again, convert to a decimal, you get $7.20. There we go. Your weekly net pay is your gross minus all the taxes. So that gives you $144.63. So that's what's actually making it to your bank. And then, what percentage of your gross pay is withheld for taxes? Round to the nearest 0.1%. So you take the amount that you're paying in taxes and put that over your gross income. Add up all your taxes, put it over 180. Go ahead and divide it. Now, that's not a percentage. You've got to multiply that by 100, and you get 19.65%. And we talked a little bit about that. If you remember, right before we went on this disaster of a break, a lot more than 20% of your taxes a lot more than 20% of your income gets taken out. It's a lot closer to, you only get like 65% of your income, which sucks, but that's what makes the world go round. So your homework is page 506, 2 through 8 even, 16 through 24 even. Let me know if you have any questions.